Bio-individuality, uniqueness. Fasting has become a fad today. At the same time, it's therapeutic when it's done the right way. Everyone's different. You can't say people need 16 hours. Some people do well with 12. Some people do well with 18. And it can change every day because the human body is dynamically changing. What's your take on fasting? I did read a lot of powerful work that you had done on fasting and diabetes. We're huge proponents, but done the right way. Today, we're even seeing data where you don't really have to fast every day. If you have an early dinner and you're keeping 12 to 14 hours between your next meal, which is natural, people are waking up with fabulous blood sugar levels. And then you have people who start fasting at 1 a.m. in the morning because they've had late dinners, alcohol, and they have the worst sugar levels when they break their fast the next day. What's your take on fasting and your advice to the audience to see it in a holistic way?
My mantra is very simple. Eat slowly, eat on time, eat less, have a large breakfast, moderate lunch and light dinner, or skip it.
Yeah.
You get the right apparatus. Okay, do at least 10,000 steps, do yoga, do pranayam or Surya Namaskar, build some muscle. Talk to Coutinho for building the muscle. Okay, sleep well and sleep on time. Yeah. Sleep well and sleep on time at least for a good 5 hours. Try to sleep at 10 o'clock if it's possible.
Yeah.
Okay, and try to sleep for at least 7 hours. That's the biological need. And beyond that, smile.
Yeah.
Because if you do all this and don't smile and you're grumpy, you will not be healthy. So I think in fasting, in biology of fasting, from all the research which I have done, I've learned it is important to individually design a protocol for every human who has a disease. And if you don't have a disease, that's the mantra I told you. Just start eating slowly, try to eat on time, and try to be mindful of what you eat. See, food cooked in every Indian or global household is different. And therefore, it's important to recognize that moderation is the key. Caloric control and carb control is the key. It's not just important to do the right kind of a formula or an intermittent fasting formula or a keto formula. All these formulas are fads and they're designed with a purpose under artificial situations. Keto diets were designed for epilepsy and fits.
Yes.
Okay.
Brain cancers.
Intermittent fasting was designed for something else.
That's a holistic prescription, one of the most powerful ever. Doctor, since we're on, I'm just going to add a quick point, the CGMs monitors. Okay, they're fantastic, but that's also becoming a fad because people just look at the immediate spike and anything that you eat will spike your blood sugar levels, but they don't really go into looking at what's happening 2 hours later in the spike. What's your take on CGMs? Because I know it's messing up a lot of our patients psychologically because they message us, hey, I ate this and I got a spike. And we're like, talk to us 2 hours later. So your professional take on CGMs monitors, and also if there are any cautions that you want to give to people, because it's now become a product in the market that everyone's slapping on and saying, I can't eat this, I eat this, and they're missing the fundamentals of what your prescription just gave us.
So CGM models are only for people living with diabetes. They are not for people without diabetes. So a lot of people attach to their bodies and that's not correct. They measure interstitial glucose and they are designed for diabetes only or pre-diabetes at best.
Right.
But not beyond that. That's number one. Number two, they measure interstitial glucose. Number three, they have a lag. And number three, they are not validated beyond diabetic. So they are not validated for normal population. So don't make your decision making tree based on a CGM value based on the spike of sugar which you have. Okay, because your beta cells, if they are robustly working and normally working, okay, that interstitial up and down will give you a directionality and it is not necessarily accurate. And there are disease states and drugs which you take sometimes which interfere with this. So it's important to recognize that and also remember that the CGM has to be done with a swapping mechanism. There is no validated mobile app for it because a lot of people, they actually have integrated with their mobile device and that's not validated at all.